Hey guys, so today I will be reviewing the Samsung Galaxy S3 Mini versus the Samsung Galaxy S2 in this little video over here. I think this is going to be kind of like a fun video to do and a fun little comparison to do over here because the Galaxy S3 Mini in my country, Sweden, cost the same as the Galaxy S2 did. So I bought the new Galaxy S2 yesterday just because I couldn't find one of my Galaxy S2s. And then I also bought the new Galaxy S3 Mini, which is kind of like, it features the Galaxy S3 design, but it's a little mini variant and hasn't that good, as good specs as the real Galaxy S3, but it's a mini variant. It's the smaller little boy over here. So if you go ahead and first take a quick look here at the design of these two devices. Of course, the Galaxy S2 has not the same kind of rounded off design here as we can see on the front. If you go ahead and start at the top, we can see both have the camera there aligned at the left side. And then, of course, we have this little grill here, the Samsung logo. And of course, we can see that, as I said, they're more rounded off design, the Galaxy S3 Mini compared to the Galaxy S2. Same goes along the bottom. And also the home button here is also rounded off more. This one's a little bit more rectangular. And also probably one very big thing you can see here on the front side is that we get a little bigger screen here. The Galaxy S2 is a little bigger than the Galaxy S3 Mini. It contains this 4.3 inch display, Super AMOLED Plus display, 480x800 resolution, same resolution actually as the Galaxy S3 Mini. So of course that is pretty sweet there. But the Galaxy S3 Mini has a 4-inch display, same as with the new iPhone 5, so it's not 4.3, it's a little bit smaller, and you will feel a little bit difference there. And of course, the Galaxy S3 Mini will feel a little bit more slim in the hand, or I mean very slim, just because it's not just have a smaller display compared to the Galaxy S3, but this really much more rounded off design really makes it feel a little bit like a smaller or a little bit more slimmed down iPhone 3GS. So of course I think that's very nice. The home button also is aligned in the middle here, and on the Galaxy S3, the big boy, it's aligned a little bit closer to the bottom. So of course that is kind of interesting there. So if you go ahead now and continue on to the sides of the device, we can see here that on this side we get the power button is, the power button is basically being located here at the right side of the device. Also at the bottom of the device, we both have the little USB there, so we can charge up the device. On the left side here, we basically have volume up and volume down. Nothing weird over there. And if you go ahead and continue to the top here, we can see that here we have the microphone or headphone jack basically. And also if you want to go ahead and take off the back, you do it at the top here on the Galaxy S3 Mini, while you do it here on the side here on this other Galaxy, on the Galaxy S2. On the back, we can see that we do have the camera. We have an 8 megapixel camera on the Galaxy S2. And we don't have such as good camera on the Galaxy S3 Mini. It's only a 5 megapixel one, and you can also see that the speaker grill is being located here at the left side of the camera, was being located at the bottom on the Galaxy S2. So something that you also might want to keep a lookout for. You have the Samsung logo here, and I got this custom back here from Samsung when I bought this device, or from maybe the place where I bought it, but I think it's pretty sweet. So if you go ahead now and continue, that was just a quick little visual look. Now if I hold them in my hand, they're both very lightweight, and they have a kind of exactly the same weight when you hold them, even though they are in different sizes and has a little bit different kinds of design here. As you may know, I've been a Samsung smartphone user now for quite some time. I've been it now for over a year, a little bit over a year. I started with the Galaxy S2, Started using that one around in October timeframe. That was, you know, one of the first smartphones that I bought. And then I quickly switched to when the Galaxy Note came out, the original Galaxy Note. I used that one for 6 months, and it was one of the most amazing experiences ever. And then the Galaxy S3 came out, and I used that one for 6 months. And now, just 2 or 3 months ago, the Galaxy Note 2 came out, and I've been started using that one. So, you know, I really am passionate about this. So if you go ahead now and continue on to talk a little bit about the specs. Now, I just want to tell you that I'm running these completely out of the box. You can tweak the Galaxy S2 a lot. You can, you know, put in custom firmwares and things like that. But I haven't been playing around that much with it right now. But the thing is, something that you might want to consider with the Galaxy S3 Mini, because I mean, yes, the Galaxy S2 might have a little bit some better specs, but if you don't want to play around with, you know, custom firmwares and stuff like that, then, you know, when I got these two out of the box, completely out of the box, I got Android 4.1.1 Jelly Bean on my Galaxy S3 Mini, while I only got Android 4.0 Ice Cream Sandwich on my Galaxy S2. And when I'm trying a software update here, gonna go with the latest software update, I'm both connected to my Wi-Fi network, you can see that I don't have any update. There's no Android 4.1 Jelly Bean awesomeness on my Galaxy S2 right now from the official Samsung firmware. I know you can flash it, that it's coming out now around this time frame, but I quickly want to state that out, that you know, if you don't want to play around with firmwares and stuff like that, but you still want to have one of the latest version of Android that's so awesome with the new product butter, then of course the Galaxy S3 Mini is really the way to go, because, you know, there's it's a big difference in terms of speed and things like that, compared, you know, if we compare Android 4.0 versus Android 4.1 Jelly Bean awesomeness. And I'm going to cover some of the things like Google Now, that you get Google Now. You don't get, there's also some Samsung apps that you don't get S Voice with Android 4.0 ICS, but the Galaxy S2 will get Android 4.1 Jelly Bean here very soon. But I quickly just want to say that. So if you go ahead and now and talk about the specs here, some of the key things that will make these two devices a little bit different is okay, before we continue to that, so we're rocking Android 4.1 ICS here, the latest from Samsung, the official stuff, and we're rocking Android 4.1 Jelly Bean here. Now, you know, there's so many more awesome things in Android 4.1 Jelly Bean that you get out of the stock. Just look at this transition, how much more awesome it looks on the Galaxy S3 Mini. And both are, you know, iPhone smooth, but you know, even though the processor might be a little bit higher clocked than the Galaxy S2, it still looks better in terms of performance. So software-wise, Android 4.1 Jelly Bean is way more awesome. You can also take a look here quick in the phone app. You know, you can see that it looks way more cool here on the Galaxy S3 Mini. But if you flash, of course you can flash kind of like this experience onto this boy if you're into rooting and stuff like that. But now I'm just doing a review completely out of the box. And also we can see here some quick changes also here in the Android 4.1. Of course I've been going over it, but you get way more settings here on Android 4.1 Jelly Bean. You also get quick brightness settings here, so you don't have to go into settings. And you also get a quick settings, so you can quickly skip to it. That's things that we don't even get here in Android 4.0 ICS. So you know, there's major difference there. And of course we can also check out the multitasking area, see that it's way better in Android 4.1 Jelly Bean. Just with one tap we can remove every single app, while here we have to like swipe or click on Task Manager. But on Android 4.1 Jelly Bean here, we can just tap one and it will go away. Here we have to swipe and do all those things. So Android 4.1 Jelly Bean, it's a big thing that will really make the Android experience way more awesome and way more cool. So if you go ahead now and continue on talking about the camera, because the camera really is from, you know, since I bought the Galaxy S3 Mini yesterday, but one of the biggest things that makes these two devices different from each other is the camera. The Galaxy S3 Mini 5 megapixel camera versus the 8 megapixel camera on the Galaxy S2. The Galaxy S2 is way quicker in focusing and takes better pictures, but I will quickly cover that later. Open up the camera and do some test pictures. If you go ahead and continue now, also I can also say that the camera only records 720p in video mode on the Galaxy S3 Mini, while it's 1080p of course on the Galaxy S2. And the VGA, and it's a VGA camera here on the front on the Galaxy S3 Mini, while it's a 2 megapixel camera on the Galaxy S2. So some very big things there. If you go ahead now and continue on to the chipset, this was something that I got kind of surprised by. I checked out the specs on GSM Arena, so if they are wrong, then I'm sorry, but I'm just following their specs. But they were saying that the Galaxy S3 Mini has the chipset called Novator, which I never ever heard of. While of course the Samsung Galaxy S2 have the Samsung's own Exynos chipset. I really don't know the difference, but it's the Novator U8420 that the Galaxy S3 Mini will have. And also the processor is clocked at 1 GHz dual core on the Galaxy S3 Mini, while it's clocked at 1.2 GHz dual core here on the Galaxy S2. But I think the biggest difference is not going to be that the Galaxy S2 is a little bit higher clocked there. I think the biggest difference definitely is in terms of gaming, and is that the Galaxy S2 is rocking the Exynos boy, while it seems like it's running a little bit budget variant here, the Galaxy S3 Mini with some kind of Novator Exynos or Novator chipset, but it still performs very good, as you can see here in terms of transitions. It's a little bit more smooth here, but of course it's running the latest version of Android, so of course that also helps out a little bit. Also something that I heard about the display, I mean both should rock 480x800 resolution here, but of course 4-inch versus 4.3 inch. But I've also heard, and I did see it on GSM Arena, that the Galaxy S2, of course, it's rocking, as you do know, Gorilla Glass, and as you do know with the newest devices for this year, like the Galaxy Note 2 and some other devices, they're rocking Gorilla Glass 2, which should make the surface of the device very strong and way more like scratch resistance and things like that. Now, from what I've seen, in terms of the specs and stuff like that, it seems like the Galaxy S3 Mini might not have Gorilla Glass. Not Gorilla Glass 2, not the first generation Gorilla Glass, but no Gorilla Glass on the front, which should make the surface more sensitive against scratches when you have it in your pocket and things like that. But this was only what I did see on GSM Arena. They weren't saying that it had any Gorilla Glass, but it might have it. I don't know. If anyone can confirm those things, please let me know in the comment section down below. And also one thing here we can see, of course, with Android 4.1, it looks way more cool here in the lock screen. So wait a sec. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue now. So also the GPU, I didn't mention the GPU, but this is also something that GSM Arena said. They're saying both rocking Mali 400, the GPU, and of course we do know the Galaxy S2 is rocking the Mali 400. Also the Galaxy S3 for this year is rocking Mali 400, but it's overclocked on the Galaxy S3 and on the Galaxy Note 2. So it's like twice better. The Galaxy S3 Mini should also have the Mali 400, but what GSM Arena is stating is that it's Mali 400 on the Galaxy S3 Mini, while it's Mali 400 MP on the Galaxy S2 and like on the Galaxy S3 and like the Galaxy Note 2. So I really don't know if it's the same thing or if MP is better. Maybe that's just a small little thing that they did state over there. If you go ahead and also check out one thing about the battery life. So the battery life is almost the same. It's 650 milliamps on the Galaxy S2, while it's 1500 milliamps on the Galaxy S3 Mini. So a little bit lower there. But then we should also, not forget that the processor is a little bit weaker on the Galaxy S3 Mini, so it probably won't drain that much battery. So the battery, is probably going to be very identical. So a quick little look there, specs wise. I still think, as I said there in the beginning, the camera is really one of the biggest things that really makes these two devices kind of different from each other. You know, so I will soon open up that and check it out. I also want to say here quickly something that I thought was kind of weird, and that was with the Galaxy S3 Mini. I don't get any haptic feedback. I don't get any vibration on these capacitive buttons down here. And I do know that, you know, of course, I get that, you know, on the Galaxy S2 here. And I do know that there is a settings for that. If you go ahead and go to the settings area here on my Galaxy S2, if you go down to sound, this is also the same on my Galaxy S2, you can see vibrate on screen tap. If I disable that, I don't get any vibration down here. But I love that, you know, I need that. But that's something that it doesn't really seem like I get that on that option to toggle that on my Galaxy S3 Mini here, which I think is kind of weird. When I go down here, I can see that I don't have that option down here. So if anyone knows how to enable it, because, you know, I love it, I'm kind of like, I need it because it is that awesome for me. So if we go ahead now and continue a little bit, let's go ahead and do some speed testing. And let's go ahead and you see here, let's go ahead and clear out some of the old apps that we have opened up. And let's just go ahead now and go ahead and open up the browser. So I'm going to use the Google Chrome browser on both my two devices here, because I mean, like, it's better and a lot of people likes to see that kind of browser. So let's go ahead and fire up Google Chrome. Let's go ahead and open up kind of the same tabs on both. So let's go ahead and fire up a new tab over here. And let's just go ahead and go to, let's see here, let's go to my favorites. And let's go ahead and fire up Pocket now. So both loading. I can see that, you know, the screen brightness is on 100% on both, but the screen looks a little bit more calibrated here on the Galaxy S3 Mini, because the white looks a little bit more white on the Galaxy S3 Mini, so they probably tweaked the settings there a little bit, something on the display. Here the white doesn't look as white as on the Galaxy S3 Mini, so it seems like you're getting some improvements there on in terms of the screen. Let's go ahead and zoom in here. Let's go ahead and see here what kind of experience we get. So not as smooth as on my Galaxy Note 2. Let's go ahead and see here. Yeah, kind of the same performance here. If you go ahead and go in here and let's go ahead and tap on this. Okay, so it kind of loads the same here. Okay, the Galaxy S2 finished up a little bit quicker. As you can see here, when I scroll down, it also seems to load a little bit quicker here on the Galaxy S2, but not by much. Not by much. Let's go ahead and go back, see how it responds. So a little bit quicker there again, loading. Okay, they're still loading. There we go. The Galaxy S2 is a little bit quicker there. It's finished. We're waiting for the Mini. And it's still loading. Let's go ahead and try to open up a new tab by going to Bookmarks. Let's go ahead and fire up one of my other favorite phone websites, Phone Arena. You can see the graphics is loading quicker here on the Galaxy S2. There we go, the Galaxy S2 finished up and it's still loading here. There we go, finished up. So it seems to be around 5 to 10 seconds quicker sometimes here. We have some kind of camera comparison over here. But yeah, definitely white looks more white. It's probably hard to see in the video, but when you have these phones in front of each other, I can definitely see that white looks a little bit more white here, and the screen looks a little bit brighter when these two devices is on full brightness. As you can see again, the graphics is loading quicker here on the Galaxy S2. So both are stuck here in some kind of loading. Maybe it was something weird on the page. Let's go ahead and go to the last website. Let's go ahead and fire up The Verge, which is also an awesome tech website. And we can, maybe the Galaxy S3 Mini could be the winner once here. Nope, the graphics is loading up quicker here. There we go, it finished up. Again, the Galaxy S3 Mini is a little bit more behind here. And yeah, I can feel it. It's a little bit more smooth here on the Galaxy S2. Not by extremely much. You probably won't think that much about it. And there we go. Okay, they kind of finished up, the same there. So quick look there in the browser area. And here we can see again, when you scroll down also, seems like the Galaxy S2 is a little bit quicker there with its Exynos chipset. The Noah Tor seems to be a little bit slower from what I can see over here. So that's pretty interesting. Now let's go ahead and close down this, and let's fire up something more that might, more people might use. Maybe like Facebook. So I know a lot of you people probably do enjoy Facebook. So let's go ahead and clear out all the things here. And let's fire up Facebook. Okay, that was interesting. So the Galaxy S3 Mini finished up quicker there. And when we scroll down, we can see that, you can see here loading. Okay, it seems like I'm also running the latest version on both. Rocking the latest version here. So it seems like it's around the same over there. Pretty interesting. But the Galaxy S3 Mini doesn't seem to be that bad in terms of loading. Let's go ahead and try that again. I thought that was pretty interesting that it loaded that much quicker. Let's go ahead and fire it up. Okay, now we got it a little bit quicker there. Maybe I did something wrong there. Maybe I did something wrong. Let's go ahead and try out for the last time. Okay, so it seems like I might have done something wrong there, but yeah, the Galaxy S2 seems to be quicker now when I did look at it again. But not by much, but a few seconds there quicker. Let's go ahead and fire up some other apps that a lot of people probably will use, like let's say maybe YouTube. Let's go ahead and fire up YouTube. Seems like it's loading a little bit quicker here. Yes, it is loading a little bit quicker here on this guy. And we can also see that we get some of the more latest videos here. Okay, let's go ahead and go to like my channel. Let's go ahead and go to uploads. Okay, let's go ahead and play a video here. So a few seconds quicker there again. Let's go ahead and try out this video. Again, a little bit quicker. Same ad. Let's go ahead and try out this video. My most watched video. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we can say that it loads a little bit quicker. Go ahead and turn on screen rotation. It's a pretty nice video. But yeah, so a little bit quicker there in terms of loading. So something that you might want to know. Let's go ahead and close down YouTube. And let's go ahead and continue here with another app. Let's go ahead now and fire up the camera. So I'm gonna go ahead and fire them up at the same time. No. Okay. I'm not sure what I was thinking there, but you know. Let's go ahead and fire up. Okay, quicker there definitely on that guy. Let's go ahead and try to take a picture here. And let's see here if we can get something fun to take a picture of. Okay, let's just take a picture of the other guy. As we can also see here in terms of settings, we can see that we get more settings here, even though you know, the camera ain't that good. The software under 4.1 Jelly Bean definitely is better than under 4.0 ICS. We get more settings up here that we don't get on the Galaxy S2. So we can have like a frame or something. We have like custom effects here, like take a picture when someone is smiling and things like that. Things that we don't get in ICS, but of course ICS, or I mean like under 4.1 Jelly Bean should arrive very, very soon. Let's go ahead and take a picture here. Something that I definitely did notice with the camera, it's not as good, or it's not as quick to focus, and definitely the picture ain't in that good of a quality that you get on the Galaxy S2 here. But of course, we do have the settings here, black and white. There we go. Let's go ahead and try out another one, where this kind of sepia effect. And it takes pictures pretty quick. Not as, of course, quick as the Galaxy S3, but we also have the panorama mode, we have a small shot, we have a cartoon effect. So yeah, and of course we can change to video mode as well. So quick look there at the camera. Let's go ahead and try out the camera over here. And you can see it definitely focuses like instantly compared to the Galaxy S3 Mini. It takes a little bit longer. And also it seems like it's taking pictures a little bit slower. And of course we don't have the fun settings here for sepia effects or small shot in Android 4.0 ICS. But as I said, and you know, so I hope I don't get that much angry comments about this. Like, I'm only just trying out the latest firmware, the official stuff that I get from Samsung, and the latest stuff that a normal user would get when they buy these two devices. So quick look there at the camera kind of settings there. So let's go ahead and now continue to load up some more things. Let's go ahead and try to go to the Play Store. So let's go ahead and fire up Play Store here. And yes, we do have an app in the background, but that's only the camera. Okay, there we go. One or two seconds faster there. Let's go ahead and download something like Angry Birds, Crazy Birds. They'd be all over the place. Yes, it was a little bit quicker there. Let's go ahead and tap on Angry Birds. A little bit quicker again. Let's go ahead and download them. There we go. You can see the progress over here. Yes, it seems like it's finishing up way quicker here when we go ahead and see here on the Galaxy S2. So even though it's rocking Android 4.0 ICS, the little Exynos chipset is still being awesome here, especially when okay, there we go. Finished it up. Let's go ahead and try to fire it up here pretty soon. So there we go, installing Angry Birds. It's definitely taking a longer time here in the Galaxy S3 Mini to install something. There we can see also it loads up quicker. Oops. So I'm not going to play the game. I'm pretty sure you already do know how that game is. Let's go ahead and do something else. Let's go ahead and fire up some speed testing over here. So we do have an app for that. We have speedtest.net. Let's go ahead and fire it up. Okay, I agree. Now you can run this test at the same time, but you don't have to, of course. But I think it's kind of fun to run them at the same time, because then you will see which one will fight the best. Okay, Stockholm, the capital of Sweden. Let's go ahead and see here. Okay, so we're running on the same server. Let's go ahead and go to speed test. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go first do like a test where they both run at the same time, and then we do a test where they don't run at the same time. The Galaxy S3, or me, oh my god, the Galaxy S2 really seems to be crushing here. Okay, well, maybe not. It did come back. Let's go ahead and restart the test and first finish it up here, and then let's do a test here on the Galaxy S2 when they're not rocking at the same time, so we can get a little bit more, maybe a fair score. Okay, 25, 22. I'm pretty sure that it should be kind of the same. Okay, there we go. We can see that it's very, very good. Let's do it the final time here. Let's see here. 24, 25, 26. Yeah, 26. Let's go ahead and do it. 9 milliseconds. Okay, so we can see that we get kind of the same. The speed is really not that, you know, you can even see that the GPU is better. Also, it seems like if it's rocking only a Mali 400, and if the Galaxy S2 is rocking a Mali 400 MP, you know, when we checked out the browser, the visual things were rendering quicker. So of course, that could also be something that is kind of interesting. Let's go ahead and check out something else, something a little bit different that you also might do. Maybe you're into reading, and then Kindle, of course, is pretty sweet. You can see here it loads up quicker. Let's go ahead and go to my archive, and let's go ahead and tap on how to stop worrying and start living. And we can see the download here, download phase. The book's so small, so but it was quicker. It was quicker on the Galaxy S2. And you can definitely see here the white is more white on the Galaxy S3 Mini. Hopefully you can see that in the video. But in terms of reading, it seems like you get kind of the same kind of experience, but a little bit better experience on the Galaxy. I would say on the Galaxy S3 Mini, because white is more white, and black seems, or darker colors, black seems to be more black. So it really looks kind of funny when I view these screens in front of me. How bad the Galaxy S2's screen looks like in terms of, you know, the correct colors. It really seems like you are thinking like, whoa, what did Samsung do with the colors on the Galaxy S2? But probably they just became better in terms of, you know, color correction and things like that. But of course the screens is, you know, it's the same resolution. If you look very, very close, you can probably see that the screens aren't as good as on like the Galaxy S2. You can maybe see a little bit more pixels, but not too bad, not too bad. And the color seems to be a little bit better on the Galaxy S3 Mini. So of course, you guys also might want to see some other real benchmarking here. So I'm just going to go ahead and also fire up another test here that's kind of popular, and that is the Antutu benchmark test. So I'm just going to go ahead and close some apps here. I'm going to go ahead and clear out the memory. And then we're going to go ahead and fire up the Antutu benchmark test and see what kind of scores we can get and what kind of fun we can do maybe. So let's go ahead and do some hardcore testing here. Let's go ahead and start off the test. It seems like they updated the Antutu logo that they're using, which I think is pretty cool. So this test will do all kinds of testing. It's gonna test the CPU and the memory and all kinds of things. So it's gonna be fun. Now we can do a full real test here of the processor and see if it really is that of a big difference. But I don't think so. It probably ain't that of a big difference. Definitely the Galaxy S2 is a little bit quicker in terms of most of the things that we've been loading, Facebook, YouTube, but most of the times it's only been around 1 to 2 seconds. But on some websites it's been a lot quicker, you know, rendering stuff. And also when you were scrolling down, up and down, it was quicker. It was way quicker on like the Galaxy S2. And of course the processor is such a big deal. I can't express this. No, I mean like the camera is such a big deal. in terms of how much more nice it is when it's focusing that much quicker on the Galaxy S2. But then, yes, the Galaxy S3 Mini is not that bad. When you press on that take picture, it seems like it's a little bit quicker on the Galaxy S3 Mini. So it's doing some crazy testing here. But I like this. I think that's fun. Then I probably also will do a comparison, the Galaxy S3 Mini versus the Galaxy S3. Yay! Wow, it was the longest time ago I did this test to the phone, and it really seems to be awesome here. It really seems like they updated some of the testing, and I think that's fun, because then the testing ain't that boring to look at. But I never really understood this test, like weird colors and things, all kinds of crazy stuff. Wow, I've never seen that. FPS 16, wow, FPS 6. So you can definitely see that the GPU is better. The MP, the could be like, maybe it's like a dual core Mali 400 version, because we can definitely see here in the FPS. I haven't been making a gaming comparison here, but of course I already tried the GTA Vice City on the Galaxy S3 Mini versus the Galaxy S2. Then I definitely can say that it performs way better on the Galaxy S2. So MP probably means it's like dual core, it's like twice better. So if you're gonna do some heavy gaming, you might want to consider getting the Galaxy S2, even though it's running Android 4.0 right now. So it's soon finished. Trying some SD card write speed might also be kind of interesting if you are into crazy fonts and stuff. So it's finishing up here, almost 10,000 on Antutu score here on my Galaxy S2. Well, okay, so let's go ahead and see here. The CPU 2,500. We only got 7,000 here in total score on the Galaxy S3 Mini. Let's see where is the biggest one. Yeah, the GPU. The GPU really is like dual, twice better than what it is on the Galaxy S3 Mini. Probably because it's a Mali 400 MP GPU and not just Mali 400. We can also see that the GPU is a little bit higher, 2,600, but the CPU is still pretty good. The CPU is still pretty good here in the comparison, but the GPU is the biggest thing. Also the RAM is a little bit higher there on the Galaxy S2. And then the I/O, it seems like it's kind of the same. So kind of fun. I thought this video was fun to do. Please, if you leave, maybe we should also fire up a quick gaming here. Maybe a heavy game, because I do know that I've been trying out GTA Vice City on both these two devices, and I can say that the Galaxy S3 Galaxy S3 Mini still performs better than what iPhone 4 is doing on iOS. But this game is way better in terms of smoothness and everything on the Galaxy S2, definitely. So the GPU, it really speaks. We've been doing some testing now. You can see also the CPU here is doing some quicker testing or quicker load up speed. But the game is more smooth. The game is way more smooth here on. Let's go ahead and tap here. The game is more smooth on the Galaxy S2. Let's go ahead and skip the intro here. Okay, there we go. So I'm in a cop car over here, and I can play this game kind of smooth right now. Haven't felt a single lag right now when I'm trying out Vice City on the Galaxy S2. Amazing performance. Wow, when we go ahead and go over here, you can feel that it's a little bit choppy sometimes, yeah, but you can still play it. You can still play it, and as I've been stating on my full review of the GTA Vice City for the Galaxy S3 Mini, yes, it's a little bit choppy sometimes. It's kind of like playing GTA Vice City on the PSP 3000, but you can still play it. And I can play this on this device. And I would be very satisfied if I bought the Galaxy S3 Mini if I didn't have that much cash to play it on this device. And I just love the form factor of this device. It's a little bit more slimmed down than the Galaxy S2. So definitely hope that you did enjoy this video. If you want to leave some feedback, please go ahead and do so now down below. Is it worth the upgrade? I mean, like, it all depends. Like, if you're going to do a lot of tweaking to your device, I might, you know, and if you're going to do some hardcore gaming, you might just want to pick up the Galaxy S2, because you know, you can really reach the full potential. And the Galaxy S2 has been out for a long time now, so of course it has a lot more back support to it. And you know, the Galaxy S3 Mini is not going to get that much support, but still, if you like that, prefer that little, you know, getting, you know, latest Android out of the box right now. Of course, I do know Android 4.2 is up and coming here, but if you do prefer the little bit smaller display, you don't really play that much games, and you really are into the Galaxy S3 design, then the Galaxy S3 Mini might just be something for you. And still, as you can see, amazing performance here in terms of CPU. The CPU is a little bit better here, a little bit higher, but you know, still amazing. So yeah, quick video. And also, yeah, if you're going to take a lot of pictures, definitely the Galaxy S2 is going to be the way to go. But of course, if you don't need that higher, you know, that much higher, you know, high-res pictures, if you're just gonna, you know, have fun random pictures, you know, you have some built-in effects here. You know, there's apps for that, but sometimes it's just fun to have things built in. So yeah, have an awesome day of now. And which one is the device to go for you? Leave me feedback in the comment section down below. Yeah, peace out.